All right, book nerds. Finally, after having this book for over a year, or almost a year, I bought this around September last year in hopes of reading it for spooky season. I finally got to this. John dies at the end. I didn't find out about Jason Pargin's books until after I watched the movie John Dies at the End. Great cult movie. It's not a huge blockbuster, millions of dollars. Like it's a great cult sci-fi horror comedy. Please go check that out. Everything that is in that movie is in this book. It's a little bit. In comparison, it's a little bit. I mean, obviously they melded some things to just for movie's sake. But everything is in this book, and this book is 1,000 times better. There's so much more shit. There's a lot more funnier stuff than in the movie, I think, at least. Jason really puts the Midwest feels into it. He constantly refers to the Midwest. You can kind of tell he's a Midwest guy. But if you like, I guess, raunchy dick poop jokes, you're going to love this book. Weird, multiversal, demonish, scary shit. You'll like this book. There's such, I mean, it's more funny than anything, and then when it hits the horror elements, it kind of hits it a little hard. There's definite twists I did not see coming, even though he does a real good job at foreshadowing it in parts. Like he gets your mind away from it, and then it just hits you, and you're like, "Holy fuck, that was awesome!" At least for me. I'm a huge idiot though, so that's beside the point. But please go read this. I can't wait to read the rest of his books, especially in the John Dies at the End series. I guess he's coming out with a 5th book, and then he has a handful of other books. In my opinion, I think they need to take another stab at John Dies at the End in a TV series, because there's so much to this. Just to this book, an hour, almost 2 hour long movie doesn't do it a justice. I think more things could be fleshed out, and Jason, go bitch at people about that if you ever see this. But please, go get this book. Actually, this is the 10-year anniversary one where at the end, it's characters from the book. Him is David Wong. Talk, just say funny shit at the end, talking about the book or about their experience going through what they went through. So please go, and actually, you know what? Go check out Jason's social media shit too, because I follow him on TikTok, and he has, for a guy who writes what he writes, he has a great mind and the way he thinks about things. He has a bit about if you go back in time, not a bit, but just like an actual thinking piece. Like, would you stop 9/11? Would you stop COVID? Would you kill Hitler? And people wouldn't realize like what a profound thing that would be to stop these things. Like COVID, he makes a good example. He's like, oh, if COVID would have stopped, people were like, oh, you had a few days off work. It's like, it's not that simple. It's much more than that. The same, because it was shortly after Trump's assassination attempt, and I don't think he doesn't put his his political beliefs, and I really don't on my shit either. But we know what happened with our result, but what if it would have went the other way? How would this world would have been changed? Because obviously, the world changed with what happened already. So he has a great mind. Please go check him out. He's a great fucking writer, funny fucking dude. But yeah, I highly recommend reading John Dies at the End, and I'm super excited to get to the rest of his books. All right, go read, nerds.